Good morning, everyone. Myself Vishwa Pratap Singh, PhD scholar at Ceramic Engineering Department at IIT PhD. Uh, First of all, I would like to thank organizers for giving me this opportunity by organizing this international conference on energy materials and devices 2022. Synthesis. My topic is on synthesis of H2O2 reflux lanthanum iron oxide loaded as filler in polyphenylidene chloride for high energy density storage applications. Outlines are like this: introduction by PVDF, applications, previous report, application of PVDF lanthanum iron oxide film, results and discussion, and conclusion. We already know energy storage is hot topic around the world. So we have various type of energy storage systems. Out of these, those solid state system, flow battery, flywheel system, thermal storage system are major systems. In solid state systems, we have a battery and supercapacitor, capacitor and flow batteries. We have a uh, those batteries which use use electrolyte solution for storing energy to give longer cycle life and quick response time. And in flywheel, there are we have a flywheel mechanical devices that use the rotational energy to deliver instantaneous electricity. And in thermal, we capture the heat and cold to create energy on demand. As we already know, the uh, traditional ceramic dielectric materials have a very low dielectric breakdown strength compared to polymer dielectric, and they have a high weight compared to polymer dielectric. And as the price is uh, price of the electronic devices is decreasing due to portability in our daily life, so the energy density must be increased because the energy density mostly depends on the uh, uh, dielectric breakdown strength of the material and polarization polarization of the material. So we have a two type of polymer dielectric: linear dielectric, non-linear dielectric. Linear dielectrics are those materials which have a polarization versus electric field uh, plot as linear. Here we have a various polymers like polypropylene, polyester, and polycarbonate are commercially being used for uh, more than 50 years. Uh, Among these polymers, we have a BOPP, biaxial oriented polypropylene, which has high energy density compared to other polymers, and it has a very low dielectric constant. Non-linear dielectrics are those dielectrics which have a polarization versus electric field plot as non-linear. PVDF is a famous polymer material uh, which have a high energy storage capacity, and it has a dielectric constant 8 to 12 and high dielectric breakdown strength. Dielectric nanocomposites. Dielectric nanocomposites are those materials which have heterogeneous phases. In these materials, we use a polymer as matrix, organic or inorganic nanoparticle filler as reinforcement. So what we do in this, actually we have inorganic nanoparticles uh, are like ceramic materials which have very high dielectric constant can be reinforced in polymer matrix to enhance the dielectric constant. So as the polymer has a high breakdown strength, and if the ceramic nanoparticles have high dielectric constant, and with this the nanocomposite can be used for the high energy storage, because this with the help of dielectric or ceramic material we can get very good dielectric constant, and the polymer gives very good breakdown strength. Applications: polymer nanocomposite have wide area of application. Power grid, because these polymers have very high dielectric breakdown strength, so we can use these in high power electric systems. Oil exploration, electronic circuits, because we have portable devices which need very compact and energy storage systems. Wind turbine generators, aircraft, where these can be used as a capacitor, supercapacitor, and hybrid electric vehicles which are using supercapacitors and batteries. Why PVDF? Why we are using PVDF? PVDF is actually homopolymer. PVDF is uh, ferroelectric polymer. It has a very good mechanical strength, thermal stability, and chemical resistance. PVDF has alpha as non-polar phase, and beta, gamma, and delta as ferroelectric phases, which are stable. Why alpha phase is non-polar? In this figure, we can see that this is carbon chain, but the hydrogen atom attached to carbon chain and chlorine atom attached to carbon can be seen adjacent to each other, which have which cancel the charge, and thus alpha become non-polar. But in case of beta phase, we can see the hydrogen atoms are in opposite to the chlorine atom attached to the carbon chain. Thus, we can see we have a net charge here, and thus net polarization. In this, we can see the case is somewhat different than the beta phase, because the carbon chain is in different form, and the angle of uh, hydrogen atom and fluorine is different, but it also has net polarization. Lee et al. Shows the comparison of polarization uh, of beta phase and alpha phase and gamma phase. Here we can see beta phase has a very good polarization or ferroelectric loop compared to alpha and gamma, but gamma also have good uh, uh, better ferroelectric loop compared to alpha. So Sharma et al. So we can see that when anneal the PVDF, the dielectric constant is decreased, and as the fold, the dielectric constant also decrease. But the polarization is increased. In this case, we can see the polarization is increased uh, for the rolled PVDF and annealed PVDF. Lai et al. Show the nanocomposite of PVDF with a filler aromatic polythiourea. In this, with the help of this filler, the polarization is increased and the dielectric constant also increased. Liu et al. Used the BZT nanofiber as filler in the PVDF matrix, and he got the very good dielectric constant, and dielectric loss also decreased. They have got the very good polarization with the enhanced with the loaded filler. Fabrication of PVDF lanthanum iron oxide hydroxylated film. Here we have ball milled the uh, lanthanum iron oxide bulk powder with the help of high energy ball milling machine, and then this lanthanum iron oxide particles nanoparticles are refluxed with the help of H2O2 for 6 hours at 105 degrees Celsius, and dried at 120 degrees Celsius for 12 hours, and then these dry powder is dispersed in the DMF and ultrasonicated for 1 hour. Simultaneously, we ultrasonicated PVDF. We dissolved the PVDF in DMF for 1 hour on magnetic stirrer. Then these both solutions are mixed, uh, mixed and they put at 50 degrees Celsius for 36 hours on magnetic stirrer. Ultrasonicate, then after that we ultrasonicate for 30 minutes, and this paste was solution casted in the petri dish for 12 hours at 120 degrees Celsius. So how this reaction takes place? In this, the mm, lanthanum iron oxide have attached OH functional group, which helps in forming bond with the PVDF, and it improves the interfacial interaction between the filler and PVDF. With the help of in these figure, we can see with the help of XRD, FTIR, we can see here that beta phase in PVDF is formed with gamma and alpha phase, but beta and gamma phase are dominating. So we can see that our film is actually polar, and the XRD pattern of the lanthanum iron oxide shows the peroxide structure with the by having orthorhombic crystal structure. This was analyzed with the help of expert high score and matched with the JSP-PTS file. In this FTIR, we can see FEO stretching at 559 per centimeter is actually uh, uh, due to the formation of peroxide structure, and OH at the 1386 per centimeter and 1659 per centimeter, so that lanthanum iron oxide is actually hydroxylated with the help of H2O2 morphological analysis. In this, we can see in this image we can see uh, the average particle size of the uh, particle is around 69.29 nanometer. This average particle size was analyzed or measured with the help of images software, and these large particles are nothing but the uh, mm, agglomerated nanoparticle. Dielectric properties. In this figure, we can see the dielectric constant also. Uh, Dielectric constant is increased with the loaded filler. This happened due to the interfacial polarization, and dielectric constant versus frequency plot, we can see the dielectric constant is decreased with increasing frequency. As this is this can be attributed to the interfacial polarization, because at higher frequency the interfacial polarization is actually uh, uh, less dominating compared to low frequency. The polarization we can see in this P polarization versus electric field loop, we have got some improvement in the polarization as well with the help of PVDF, with the help of this lanthanum iron oxide. We have got very good, comparatively good discharge energy efficiency in this system. Conclusions. The conclusions are that we have synthesized the PVDF reflux lanthanum iron oxide nanocomposite film with the help of solution cast method, and we have detected the beta and gamma polar phases with the help of XRD and FTIR, and then we got the enhanced dielectric constant and ferroelectric property by using this uh, lanthanum iron oxide filler, and we have got the discharge energy efficiency around 66.19%. Thank you.